all warfare is based on deception.
Yo, g'day everybody, my name is Multrosity, and in this video I will be discussing why I think personally Modern Warfare 3 is the best Call of Duty of all time. Now, before you guys jump through the comment section to flame me saying that Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 2, or another Call of Duty is the best COD of all time, I do agree that all those games are incredibly good Call of Duty games. They were in the golden age of COD, but I will be discussing in this video why I think that Modern Warfare 3 is the best COD of all time, why it has the best mechanics, and why it holds a special place in my heart. Now, it's going to be a bit of a longer one, so strap yourselves in. I'll put timestamps in the description below as well, so you can kind of jump towards, whatever part that you want. If you only want to watch multiplayer, if you only want to watch campaign or Spec Ops, feel free to do that. I won't be too offended much. So in the description, you'll see that I'm doing multiplayer first, then I'll be leading on through to Spec Ops and Survival, and then we'll be doing campaign at the lucky last. Anyway, guys, if you like this type of video, make sure you let me know in the comment section below. Smack it with the like button, that'll help out with the algorithm amazingly as well, and also sub as well for future videos similar to this one or about Cold War or Warzone. I'll see you guys in the video. Take care and peace. So the first thing that I want to be focusing on as well when you're looking through the multiplayer is just the sheer amount of content that you guys are going to be getting when you first load this game in and when you first decide to play it. So there's 10 different assault rifles, 6 different SMGs, 6 different LMGs, 6 sniper rifles, 6 different shotguns, 4 different machine pistols, 6 handguns, 6 launchers, multiple lethal equipment, multiple tactical equipment. So that's the one thing that I really enjoy about this game. There's nothing hidden behind a paywall. There's nothing hidden behind, store bundles or anything like that. All the different emblems and calling cards and camos and pro perks and all that different type of stuff is actually within the game. So as you can see here, I'm on the different pro perks. This is the first Call of Duty to actually introduce pro perks. So you've got Recon, Sleight of Hand, Blind Eye, Extreme Conditioning, and Scavenger. Now, I'm not going to go through every single challenge on how to get the specific pro perks because, I'll be here till the cows come home and I'll be, chatting for the next 40 minutes or something ridiculous like that. So this is the first Call of Duty to introduce it. I think it was in a couple more Call of Duties after this, but then they kind of canned it after that. I think a reason that they did that is because every single prestige you actually need to unlock the different pro perks. So you need to do specific tasks with sleight of hand, with extreme conditioning and that type of stuff. So as you can see here, extreme conditioning, you can climb obstacles faster with extreme conditioning pro. And I think to get that, you needed to sprint a specific amount of miles within the game to actually get that specific pro perk. So pro perks in themselves are a good idea, but I think the execution in the later Call of Duties when these type of things, implemented in the overall perk itself rather than a pro perk, and also the fact that when you prestige it gets rid of them. I think that's probably one of the reasons that they got rid of them in the beginning. So you can see here in the perk 1 challenges, you got Recon Pro. That's you don't need Recon Pro 6 to get through to Recon Pro. I think you only need 4 or 5. But as you can see here, you got all the different other perk 2 challenges as well. Most of these are actually been, like I said before, been implemented within other COD games as well. So the perks are actually a lot simpler now. I don't think there's any specific challenges anymore. You can't get any calling cards or any emblems or anything like that anymore. So Assassin Pro does immune to CUAV and EMP, no crosshair, and then overkill attachments on the secondary primary now. And then you got the perk 3, which is incredibly powerful within this game. So you got Marksman, Stalker, Sitrep, Steady Aim, and Dead Silence Pro. So Dead Silence has been a field upgrade. Sitrep Pro is multiple other different perks as well within other Call of Duty games, and I'm pretty sure Marksman and Stalker are now attachments as well, so they don't necessarily need to be pro perks anymore. Now, for these ones, you got strike packages as well for the different kill streaks. So you got Assault, Support, and Specialist. Now, Assault has multiple different kill streaks here. So you have UAV, Care Package, IMS, Predator Missile, Sentry Gun, Precision Airstrike, Attack Helicopter, Strafe Run, AH-6 Overwatch, Reaper, Assault Drone, AC-130, Pavlo, Juggernaut, and Osprey Gunner. Now, a lot of these we actually have seen in other Call of Duty games, but I'm pretty sure we haven't seen the IMS anymore. The AH-6 Overwatch has been similar kill streaks, but it's also been the name change up here. I love the way they did the kill streaks in this game. I reckon it is a brilliant design. So if you want to go for, the run and gun and that type of stuff, you can chuck yourself in the support streak and, run like an advanced UAV or something like that. Or if you're an absolute gun and you're getting 17 kill streaks, you can go for the Osprey Gunner. So you can see here in the support streaks, you got counter UAV, ballistic vests. So if you wanting to run for a Moab and one of your friends is running Specialist, you can run a Ballistic Vest for him or her, and they can just absolutely clean up shop with the ridiculous amount of OP guns and weaponry that was in this game. So the support streak, catering towards the newer players as well. Essentially, this game's SBMM and Death Streaks as well, which I'm running onto at the moment. Death Streaks are by far the worst addition on any Call of Duty game, period, full stop. Even SBMM, downing someone when you're on like a 24 kill streak and then dying to Dead Man's Hat or Martyrdom. I've never had that experience myself, but I can't say that, if someone else had that experience, they'd probably want to chuck their monitor out the window or, put their Xbox into bleach or put it through a deep fryer, to never play the game ever again. I never had really issue with hollow points, but Dead Man's Hat, Martyrdom, Final Stand, Revenge the Juice, never really saw those at all, to be honest. So the only real ones that were really annoying were Martyrdom. So after this game, Modern Warfare 3, I'm pretty sure they never had Death Streaks again because everyone hated them and they learned from their mistakes and then kind of went from there. Now, you can see here that all my classes are different colors as well. There was a specific glitch that you could actually do within the game, specific renaming of the classes that you could do to get that as well. Now, proficiency. So you got kick, impact, attachments, focus, breath, and stability. All these were separately unlocked but when you got from your class from 0 to level 31. So to get gold guns in this game as well, you just needed to get to level 31. You didn't need to do any ridiculous weapon grinding or anything like that, like mounting or leaning or long shots or headshots or anything like that. Simply just get the gun to level 31. You managed to unlock all the other attachments and stuff like that. As you can see here, I've got pretty much gold on all of my assault rifles, all my SMGs, I'm pretty sure all the shotguns. So it was a specific proficiency for shotguns as well called range and damage. Range made you just like literally cross map people. It was actually ridiculous. Obviously with like the stuff with the AA-12 and the Striker wasn't super crazy, but with stuff like, the Spaz-12 and the USAS and stuff like that, the range was ridiculous. But damage was really the one that you wanted. You could literally like one-shot people like up close at a fairly decent distance. It was just utterly ridiculous. Now you got all the attachments here, all the camouflages like I mentioned before. All you had to do was get to level 31. In this game, you actually only could have one attachment, unlike the new CODs where you can have 5 to 8. In the OG CODs, you can only have one attachment, maybe even 2 if you had attachments. And I kind of like that simplicity about Modern Warfare 3, amongst other things like I'll get to in the rest of this video. But attachments, you just run the silencer. Most of the guns in this game didn't have gross iron sights apart from like the FAD and maybe a couple of the LMGs and stuff like that. The Marine camo there you can saw was from Call of Duty Elite, which was when you went to a specific website and signed up, you could get specific bonuses and stuff like that. You could create clans in there, you could get free maps, that type of cool stuff as well. Now we're on through the calling card section. When back in the day when calling cards were literally just you get a challenge, you get the calling card. So if you see someone with a really cool calling card in Modern Warfare 3 or around that kind of era of COD, they actually did a specific challenge to get that. There was no store bonuses, in-store bundles or anything like that. That's also another thing that I loved about Modern Warfare 3 is that when someone had a really cool calling card like a Prestige 10 or an Elite calling card there, or the clan one that you can see there as well, or anything like that, you knew that they grinded their ass off to get there, and it wasn't, they didn't buy a store bundle, they didn't, pull out Mummy's credit card and then get it from there. Or there was no skins back in the day either, so your operator looked exactly the same as everyone else's, apart from if you're on, the Russian team or something like that, it would look different. So you can see here there's 20 to 5 different pages of different calling cards you can get for different challenges within the game. Behind enemy lines, BAM, Bouncer, Specialist, all of that type of good stuff here. You can see there's the pro perks as well, so you get specific tasks within the specific perks. You get the calling cards, and coming up in just a moment, you see something that's my favorite addition to Modern Warfare 3. I don't think they've ever done properly again, to be honest, to my knowledge, is the different Specialist calling cards. So you get this one here for 500 kills with the weapon. You get the one on the right for the Type 95 and for other guns with 2,500 kills, and you get the blood one for 250. This implementation of the calling card system, I think, is incredible. I think it's one of my favorite reasons that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 is one of my favorite games, because if you saw someone with that, means they completely grinded the gun out and then they went from there. Now, I'm just going to run through the emblems as well. These runs are all pretty basic, ranking up within the system here, level 1 to 80. 80 was the max level within Modern Warfare 3. So once you hit level 80, you went to Prestige 1. Now, another thing I really enjoyed about Modern Warfare 3 is that on your calling card, it showed what prestige you were in the previous games. As you could see there in the top right-hand corner, Prestige 1 from Modern Warfare 1. I didn't really get too far in Modern Warfare 2 or World at War because, you know, my internet was pretty terrible at that time. Modern Warfare, Black Ops 1, sorry, I got to Prestige 7. That's just a really nice implementation and addition that they've never actually added in any other Call of Duty game, but I'm not really too sure why they haven't added it again, because it is amazing. As you can see here as well, you can see the emblems, get 1,000 kills with the weapon. So basically, there was no max camo within Modern Warfare 3. All you could get was gold. There was no diamond or dark matter or anything like that. You can see my stats here, 17 days, 19 hours. Kill streak 52 days, 52 kill streak, 95 win streak, and 82,000 kills. Now, I like this calling card, I like this barrack system is here as well, because you can see all your stats, you can see KD, none of this KDA rubbish, and this is the original Prestige shop. So you got extra class, double XP, weapon XP, regular package, unlock gear, hardened package, veteran package, and if you're crazy and you enjoy the game that much, you can get to Prestige level 20 and reset all your stats. No gold guns, no nothing, first Prestige level 1. I don't know any single person that did this out of any of my mates or anything like that. I don't know why you would run this. I don't know why anyone would reset all their stats. I'm pretty sure Black Ops 1, or was it Black Ops 2? One of the two had that as well. I don't know why. Yeah, I can Prestige here again if I wanted to go to Prestige 11, but I really didn't like the Prestige 11 logo there. You can see some of my stats there, but no one really cares. Maps: Seatown, Dome, Arcaden, Baccarat, Resistance, Downturn, Bootleg, Carbon, Hard Hat, Lockdown, Village, Fallen, Outpost, Interchange, Underground, and Mission. There was 12 base maps, and then I think 14 new maps. This is utterly ridiculous. I don't think we've seen this selection of maps in any other Call of Duty game. Think Cold War released with 8 different maps. Call of Duty, make more base maps and then add more in DLC. So all these DLC maps you can see here were either a part of the map packs or they're a part of the elite bonuses as well. Now, I'm going to jump on through to Survival as well. So you can see Resistance, Village, Interchange, and Underground were the first 4 maps you ever got within the game. My level was 1 for some different reason. I'm pretty sure I got max level when the game originally came out. Maybe that I'm running it on my Xbox One. It's just reset me to 1 for some reason. But the more you rank up, the harder the maps get. I'm pretty sure I got to level 34 on Seatown when I originally played the game. As you can see here, jumping in through the leaderboards. So essentially, all you need to do on Survival is you just spawn in with the pistol and you have to basically see how far you can get. So it's essentially Modern Warfare's response to zombies, and it is absolutely incredible. I don't know why Modern Warfare didn't bank on Survival. Well, they did, but it kind of sucked. Nothing to me has ever even come close in the Modern Warfare or Infinity Ward series to Survival. It's just a really fun mode you can jump into with your mates. Kind of, you can buy armor, buy kill streaks, that type of stuff. Enemies get progressively harder. If you're really good at the game, it gets really hard towards the end of it, and you can kind of go through there and brag to your mates. Oh, I got to level 40 or something like that. So wave 1 obviously gets through really quickly. So you can see that you on the bottom left of the screen there, if you get specific tasks, you get more money, so you can buy more guns. As you can see here in the handguns, you get to level 40, you get to level 20, you get different guns, machine pistols, assault rifles. You can upgrade your guns as well once you get to a specific level. So if you get an M4, you can upgrade through to full grip and a holographic sight. And then you can see here at a specific round, you get through to the equipment armory. You can get flashbangs, claymores, C4s, RPGs, body armor, self-revive, riot shield, sentry gun, and sentry gun grenade launcher. Those last 2 come in super clutch on the higher rounds when you're facing juggernauts, like literally every 2 seconds. So what you want to do in Survival, I don't know why I'm giving you guys tips and tricks considering the game came out 10 years ago, but if you ever want to go back to Modern Warfare 3, is you essentially just sit in the one spot, preferably inside. I don't know why. I should have gone to the place to the left. But just essentially gunning the enemies down. Make sure the guys with the suicide vests don't come too close to you. Otherwise, you're just going to get absolutely destroyed. Make sure you chuck C4s and claymores in specific spots where the enemies can run through. As you can see there, the rank up as well. Get the MP412, which is the Magnum in the game. And as you can see here, come through the air support armory. Got the Predator Missile, Airstrike, Delta Squad, and Riot Shield. I could literally spend hours playing this again. I remember back in the day when, you know, none of my mates were online, I would just run through to survival, and it was essentially just a fun little mode that you could just go into and just play with your mates. So I don't know why they got rid of it or why it's not such a big thing within Infinity Ward games, because I reckon, like, if my mates told me to get this and play it, this would probably be the reason that I would get Modern Warfare 3. This, including with the amazing campaign, which I get into in just a moment, the multiplayer, which is incredible, that I spend a lot of time into, you know, Infected, which is one of my favorite game modes of all time, just period in any game ever, where, you know, people spawn in, one's infected, and then you've got 17 people that are killing them, and then slowly they get infected, and then they've got to, you know, kill the last person where there's 17 people literally just chasing them. So as you can see here in the 6th wave, you got to destroy a couple of helicopters. Nothing too crazy, but obviously after a while, you know, after it gets to a couple higher rounds, the helicopters start spawning in with the enemies as well, and it ends up being super crazy. So as you can see here, what harder guy kind of spawns in, and I end up having to try to run around. I end up actually dying by this guy. Spoiler, I haven't really played survival in that long, so I wasn't too great or didn't really know how to kill him. I think explosive, he kind of is able to kind of dodge a little bit more and take a little bit more. So I think what I needed to do was just chuck a couple of tacticals like stuns or something and then kill him there. So that's basically survival for you. In just a moment, I'm also going to be jumping on through to the Spec Ops when it's with a specific mission. Okay, so basically we've got Mile High Club here. I've done all the Spec Ops on Veteran, so I decided to try this one on Veteran. Basically, you spawn in on the Mile High Club. If you guys have ever finished Call of Duty 4, at the end of it, you get to do the Mile High Club at the end of it. Very, very similar in this game. So basically, I have a minute, 40 seconds to kind of get through a plane. It's in the sky. There's a president at the end of it, and you've got to rescue him, essentially, without the enemies killing him. I had to do this a couple of times, actually. I'm not going to lie. So this is like my 4th or my 5th try when I'm trying to do it. But this is also another thing. I still prefer Modern Warfare 2's Spec Ops, to be honest. Modern Warfare 3's one was pretty good, but I think there was a couple more iconic ones within Modern Warfare 2's Spec Ops missions here. Now, one of the reasons why Veteran is so difficult within Spec Ops and also within campaign as well is because of the flinch. So basically, whenever you get hit by enemies once, like your gun just like flinches straight up. Doesn't really happen in the new Call of Duties because they realized that it was literally one of the stupidest mechanics ever. I don't know if that was by popular demand or if the devs kind of looked at it and went, you know, that's really dumb. But basically what you want to take care of is, and make sure you use a lot of, is flashbangs in Veteran mode in any Call of Duty, just so you can kind of clear the area and make sure that you're getting through to here. This is one of the first Spec Ops missions. Obviously, they gradually get harder as you unlock them. I'm pretty sure I got, yeah, like I said before, I'm pretty sure I completed each and every single one of them on Veteran. Took me a while, but, you know, I played this game a whole bunch, so I managed to get that as well. So, as you can see here, kind of breaching the thing, got to protect the president. I end up managed to get it, as you can see, in just a moment. I think I finished the mission with like three seconds to spare or something. Whole bunch of guys spawned through there. That scared the crap out of me when I was playing that. As you can see here, how many seconds did I have? 3. Oh my gosh, literally 9 seconds. Oh, there you go. So basically that's Spec Ops for you. Now this is the 3rd mode that they added as well. I'm not sure if this was announced on release, but this was the Chaos mode. So basically what you need to do in this mode is you spawn in, you grab a gun. For some reason the announcer is Liam Neeson. As you can see just there. I don't know if that was just my ears playing up, but you see in just a moment. I'll leave it quiet for a second. Yeah, it's definitely Liam Neeson. So basically you have 2 minutes, enemies spawn in multiple times. I never actually played this when Modern Warfare 3 came out, so I didn't actually know what this was. They might have added it later on, but you have 2 minutes to get as many kills as you possibly can. They drop dog tags, and you've got to kill the enemies as quickly as you can and get as many points as you can. I think I end up getting like 900,000 or something similar to that because of my combo. But basically, you want to make sure that you don't die, pick up your combo, make sure your armor is crazy, and pick up as many dog tags as you can. This is an excellent addition to Modern Warfare 3. So as you can see, my combo is just kind of finishing up towards the end here, and I get about 883,000 is my final score, unless my combo runs out. How many points did I end up getting? 972,000.
Your world as you knew it is gone. How far will you go to bring it back? Shepard created a war, but only we knew the truth. Nikolai, we've got to get Soap out of here. Yeah, I know a place.
So basically that was the first prologue mission of the campaign. I thought I'd be quiet for that one because, you know, obviously you wanted to hear the dialogue. I haven't heard that one in a good while as well. Kind of see Soap dying there. RIP. You kind of feel bad for Price pretty much like this whole campaign. Like at the end of the campaign, spoilers, he loses Yuri as well. So basically he loses his whole entire squad. He loses Gaz, Yuri, and Soap as well. So basically spawning off here is old mate Frost. Bunch of different buildings falling on top of you. Basically at the end of Modern Warfare 2, Shepard pretty much essentially starts a war. So you spawn in here, you got Sandman kind of talking to you. What you're essentially doing in this mission is you need to destroy a jammer so that you guys can kind of go through and kill the enemies and go from there. One thing I realized as well, that jumping back on console, because I've been on PC, I recently switched to PC in Cold War, the aim assist is actually insane in Call of Duty. I don't know if it's just in the multiplayer, but if you kind of zoom in and out super quickly, you kind of just bounce between different enemies. So as you can see here, we're running through, down chopper right next to us, that's a bit of a rip. You're essentially just following Sandman up into the top of the building here. I'm playing it on Veterans, so that's why I'm being extremely careful. I originally played this game on Veterans, so I kind of thought I'd fan my luck, see what if I was able to jump on through to Veteran, and I was fine. I managed to do the first mission and the second mission fine. So coming through the stock exchange here, like I mentioned before, the flinch is a pain in the ass in this game, so basically flashbang these guys. Kind of in the campaign as well, there's different equipment, which I don't remember, so when you spawn in as Frost here and Grinch is talking to and Sandman and stuff like that, you have a 9-bang, which is essentially like a flashbang, but with like 9 different flashbangs. So you can see you're placing the thermite on the radio tower so you can kind of get your comms back up. And I'm just going to leave it. What a great sound of metal kind of crunching on itself. So basically a whole bunch of Michael Bay moments within the first mission of the campaign. Chucking a couple of Pred missiles down on these poor bastards on top of the building here. Into one, into the other. See you later, Bob's your uncle. Of course, you jump into a chopper and there's a massive minigun, and then Overlord comes over the comms saying,
"Hey, you need to get out of there. Everything is bad."
There's Russian warships. Of course, the enemies are Russian. But basically, you kind of just get out of New York in the chopper. You gun down a couple of choppers, as you can see here. Whole bunch of different scaffolding stuff there. Essentially, towards the end of the mission, you get hit by a chopper as well. But you don't go down. Somehow the pilot manages to get himself, and we go from there. So basically, you end up killing this guy here, and then you're going from there, and that's kind of the end of the campaign mission now.
There's a simplicity to war. Attacking is the only secret. Dare, and the world yields.
A chapter in which we pursue peace with the
How quickly they forget that all it takes to change the course of history is the will of a single man.
Who's this?
Prisoner 627. I'm coming for you, Makarov.
Haven't you heard, Price? They say the war is over.
My war ends with you.
Like it ended for Captain McTavish. Tell me, Price, how long did it take him to die? I've destroyed your world piece by piece. It's only a matter of time until I find you.
You won't have to look far.
So basically the end mission of Modern Warfare 3, you're kind of storming Makarov's base. So it's all come down to this. You realize that, I think in Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 3, the Makarov was behind everything. He was there when the nuke went off in Modern Warfare 1. He was behind, you know, Gaz dying and stuff like that. So basically Price is extremely pissed off because he's lost Soap, he's lost Gaz, and now he's about to lose Yuri to Makarov. So basically he's all out for revenge. He's coming in with the jug suit, kind of basically essentially just coming in and destroying everybody. This is one of the reasons why I love Modern Warfare 3, because there's so many just epic Michael Bay moments. The end of this mission as well, I won't say anything about what happens, but is probably one of my favorite endings of all time. Makarov is one of my favorite villains of all time, and I just absolutely love it. Modern Warfare 3 will always hold a special place in my heart about being one of the best Call of Duty of all time. Obviously, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, like I mentioned before, you know, you've got Dragovich, Kravchenko, and Steiner, all amazing villains in their own right. Black Ops 1, you've got Viktor Reznov as well. And I still think that those games are amazing and that their multiplayers and everything like that are incredible. But like I mentioned in the video and like we've been through in the video so far, if you've gotten this far in the video, comment down below Modern Warfare 3. And we're just going to leave it at this end cinematic here. If you guys enjoyed this content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and peace.